touch against Astro, but it's still Canyon ball. Shot up, off the crossbar, bounced down for Violent Panda. Tox puts it in the side, and that's a goal for Canyons.
And Stake didn't have really any boost to work with. That was a low boost shot. Yukio couldn't get the save. It bounced off a defender in net.
Would like to do exactly that. Violent Panda for Yukio. And that is another quick challenge, but he gets the follow-up pinch! Recovery is fantastic. Shot is even better. Yukio, amazing.
That is incredible by Yukio. How has he managed to squeeze that one in?
Playing Wave realizes that his team has only got 10 more seconds to find themselves a goal. Metza puts the ball onwards. Rodiki holding the midfield. Here's their last throw of the dice. Metza goes long again. Devo looks to follow. Can't get there! Virtuoso ties us up!
Virtuoso stops his endless car hunt just for a moment so he can equalize the game. Phenomenal job keeping the shot in the air. It was touch and go whether that was going to be 0 seconds as it went.
Though, Endpoint can be so tricky to lock down.
Oh!
And that is a pinch shot! That is incredible!
What a play! Virtuoso just takes over the back wall defense, and Relating Wave has just passed it straight into it from point-blank range. I reckon that's just as good as anything we saw earlier today from Kuxir and Speed.
Passes it straight down. Virtuoso wants to keep some sort of pressure going, but instead might caught his team out with a fantastic follow-up. Flakes with the catch. Rodiki, he's got an open net, but he couldn't reach it!
That is unbelievable. If Barcelona can't get the win in overtime here, they are going to be heartbroken. They're going to be devastated. This is not a series that's looked very kind to them. Virtuoso with a mind game, and he applies the finishing touch. Barcelona have been swept, and as close as they came to equalizing, it'll be a distant memory after such a devastating one-punch knockout there from Virtuoso.
When Arju subbed in back in the RLCS, people were expecting him to not play as good as he did it. Oh my gosh, Mouse is dunking all over the clappers.
Yeah, the clappers were not expecting Arju to get as solid of a touch as he did, and Cooks game again, and now they're just keeping the ball in awkward spots on the clappers back wall. Jorez, goes under. Oh, that's a nice first move in front of the box. Oh, another fake Calyx scores. It is a ground game supreme here. Look at this.
Oh, and you love that, the little 360 fake flick from Jorias and Calyx with the mind game on the goal line. It's those flashes that let you realize these players on the clappers, they have that individual talent for that, right? But just watching that game,
right?
just watching that
game. Oh, I'm sorry, James. I was trying to interject, but while I interjected, Speed interjected. Look at this.
Important to slow the play down, and it's very, advised that you do so. You're gonna have to face Dignitas' offense and their defense more often than not as they get their first one here.
And a great pass from Yukio. Devo kind of gave it to him, and I'm sure that option opens up for Dignitas. And Violent Panda has been a clinical shooter so far, and maybe one more for Astro. The second touch and a 2-goal lead for Dignitas.
He really is and poses on the offense.
Astro pass over to Violent Panda, and you know when they set it up like that, they're going to find the back of the net. A 2-goal lead now for Dignitas.
And their first series, passes like this were possible, but now they've implemented better positioning, better passes. First series against Mousesports, he was doing a great job of, like you said, opening shots up because of his initial pressure that he put on the net. But there's a great bump mid-air as Archie gets the goal, but if you pay attention, he just had the sky bomb whoever was in net.
Oh my, and he used all of his boost to chase after that.
Instance, he literally just kept boosting up, like you said, Curly, used all of it, and then got the demo, or excuse me, bump.
Oh, no way.
Another one that rolled in.
My goodness. Archie. What a way to start off the series. You get the bump play earlier on, and the clear off the top of your head, and the defense beat BDS.
Now Calyx, you can see they're starting to retaliate a bit with some space here for Archie. Had a bit of time there, didn't even go for a little bit of a flick. I think he should have honestly tried to get one on the top of his car, but Monkey Moon, the flip reset out of nowhere.
And this is what the desk was talking about. The solo effort from Monkey Moon, the flip reset over Calyx, off with just barely enough boost to catch up to it.
And he's been unstoppable on defense. Monkey moon. Oh, but the pinch shot. It snuck in Archie off the ground. It came out of nowhere from the ceiling. He just dive bombed on it and used the back of his car to push it in.
Metanaris gets called off by a Relating Wave. Now back in the middle. Here's Metanaris up against Tox.
Oh, it's the
Relating Wave looks for the fly. Oh my goodness, what a play. The passes back and forth tie the game.
And Virtuoso is locked into basic Mortal Kombat with Stake on the goal line, doing everything he can to get in his way. He bumped him 2 or 3 times.
Find a pass, finds it down to Kuxir, but K-Dop, understanding where the pass was going to be coming from and where it was going to, just holds his ground, finds the interception, and now back on offense.
Speed.
Alpha over 1, Speed up. Oh, he double taps him through. 5-2 in favor of Vitality.
Alpha, this was a fast ceiling shot. To himself, flies up to the ceiling and just drills that one on the crossbar.
Ride for the infield pass, but the interceptions there with 5 seconds left, down by 2. Alpha with all the boost in the world. A flip reset to work with as well. They nearly put in another one here. It bounces on the goal line, but it's not going to matter. Vitality reverse sweep mouse to put themselves into the winners finals.
That was, Astral going for insane double touches. Yukio being the most aggressive player so far with bumps and demos. And then Panda, he was in form yesterday. He's shooting, passing, everything. But what is this scramble in front of the net? What is happening here?
So there's a lot happening, really, because the defense gets tied up by pushing the ball too far. Astral's trying to force the play, but Violent Panda gets in way inside the net. Just couldn't hit the target. Yukio put it wide. Astral, what a touch from him coming down, and a huge save follow-up from Yukio. Violent Panda's going to go as well. Dignitas sends the house, and finally Astral's going to barrel through and muscle it into the net to tie it up. Archie does a great job of shutting it down high into space away from Dignitas. The less they're on the ball, the better. 30 seconds left now.
Here we go.
Violent Panda pass over to Astral. Flip, goal for Astral, and they're within 1.
Panda, are you kidding me? Jumping upside down, using his jump to boost himself back down to the ground.
Have done a great job of preventing every shot coming through. This could be it, though. Everyone cleared out, and Samway gets some hope for Canyons.
I thought we were going to see another glimpse of a missed opportunity as Tox hit the top corner, but then the bump, and then Zamway, a clean finish. There's 6 seconds left, Corelli. Maybe a chance if the kickoff can go their way.
We'll find out. Samway pops it up. Tox. Opportunity here for Stake. He's got boost to work with. Over to Samway.
No way.
On target.
No way.
It goes in. Tie game with 0 seconds, and they get to overtime.
The buzzer beater. I didn't even think it was possible. They needed a perfect kickoff, and they executed Zamway using the back of his car. Really here. But for the most part, it seems like Canyons, they've had a lot of shots on net as they find a way to bury themselves out of defense. And these clears from them have been massive. Cross, his clears, there's a pass out to Stake from Tox, who's been assisting him all game long. That is the final blow. That's what it takes to beat out the Clappers.
And that one extra touch on the dribble from Tox goes up and over Calyx, and that's what the Canyons needed to break into the box, have a shot on target.
In one situations, which is not where you want to be if you're a defender against Alpha 54. He'll have the ball again here. Gave himself the option on the flip reset. He's an absolute sledgehammer for Vitality.
The flip reset ground pinch. Look at that. Oh, man. Metanaris, he was expecting it, and he still wasn't able to save it.
The danger.
Looking to make that save. That was not a gimme.
Now Endpoint are just trying to throw the ball downfield, hoping for a favorable contest, but they're not going to get it. Fairy Peak, easy double taps. He's dancing all over him.
The game started with a hint of Alpha and ends with a nice touch of Fairy Peak. Back-to-back goals, a crisp little double tap.
Alpha off the shot from Endpoint. It feels like at this point they can do no wrong, but here's Virtuoso off the post. Metanaris, no! Alpha 54 is a literal god!
As he gets demoed. I guess he still is mortal.
In the backfield, and he makes 2 people miss. Oh my goodness. Talk about buying time.
46 seconds left. Endpoint trying to take that 3rd game, but here comes some pressure. Metanaris, what a clear to get it past 2. The follow from Astral to the far post.
Oh no!
It's off the post on the worst of bounces, and Relating Wave scores his 7th goal, but in the wrong net.
In the wrong net is right. Astral, to be fair, that shot placement was indeed required. That was
The ceiling. Still with the flip to work with, doesn't choose to use it, plays it at the ground, and Relating Wave will take it to the air. Virtuoso hounding the goalie out of net. He's still chasing them both down, and it still goes in! Virtuoso just causes absolute chaos, and Relating Wave ties it.
And Relating Wave, this was a delicate flip reset. Oh, man. Just caressing that speed and putting a ton of pressure on that Endpoint defense that has just been so effective. But Yukio gets him with the fake and tears him apart.
You're kidding me! What? The fake is so clean, but he still has to hit this razor-thin shot to sneak it around that post. Metzenaars would be right there to push it away. I have no doubt they can tie this.
Oh my gosh! If that's a goal.
Oh! Violent Bandit drops it from Astral's pass, and
Look
that's
at
a
that.
2-goal lead.
Astral wave dashed on the wall to gain speed to beat the defender in the midfield.
Last a very long time in people's minds. Vitality have the opportunity not only to take the Spring Series, but to inflict one of those losses upon their biggest regional rivals. And they might just be 5 minutes away from doing so. Great pass! K-Dub slots it in.
Alpha 54 really showing up this tournament. He's continuing an MVP performance. And just like the last game, he completely shocks the Dignitas defense with his recovery speed. He's right back into the play.
Panda doesn't win in the challenge, but it is too little, too late now. Message sent to the whole entirety of Europe. Vitality are the complete package, and Alpha is really fitting into this roster. That was dominant, Johnny.
Yeah, it's best.
Yeah, they never seen nobody like this. No similar match or a likeness. Get your hands in the air with your lighters. 2 fingers up in the air if you like this. Easy boom bap, easy new trap. Can the dude rap? What the people saying? How do